Hello and welcome to Harvender Gaming. My name is Warrior and this is episode 4 of my Let's Play Tyranny series. In the last episode, we finished up at the disfavored camp. We then started moving towards the Scarlet Chorus camp. Came across some of the oathbreakers. I can't remember the name of their faction right now. We'll check that in a sec. Had a conversation with them and then finally made it to the Scarlet Chorus camp. So I suppose let's get into it. All right. Now, one comment that I did have on the last video was that I didn't send my missive back to TuneOn, but I'm pretty sure I did anyway. So yeah, so Aaron, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, this is the missive that I got from TuneOn, and then this is what I sent back. Oh no, here you go. Send it. 24-hour response time. You were right. Awesome. Okay. Sorry about that, Aaron. You were definitely right. Missive is in transit. 1 day remaining. Okay. Look at that. You learn something new every day. See, you got a good eye, Aaron. I tell you. All right. Now, let's just get straight back into it, I suppose. Yeah, because this is a pretty story-heavy game, so hopefully we can see a bit of action at some point. Fifth Eye is over here. We got to talk to Fifth Eye. The binder of Tunon arrives, squealing with teenagers' timber. The Fifth Eye's voice makes your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. Bit of a spelling mistake there. And we've just finished having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in the bronze-red regalia of the Crimson Spears, the Fifth Eye beckons you to stand close, wagging a blood-spattered glove. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? Chirps the laughter emanate from under his mask. I trust you are getting your warriors ready for battle. Not here to follow your every order, but we all need to work together to stop this edict. How has the camp responded to the edict? I've other things to do. I trust you're getting your warriors ready for battle. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. The Fifth Eye wags a hand in the air with a high-pitched squeal of displeasure. Given their pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the Outer Valley, and unless we deal with this second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. Remain silent. You have how large a force for all these weeks yet? You have how large a force for all these weeks? You've let the enemy move freely through the valley. Maybe how have you had? I don't know. That doesn't seem right grammar-wise to me. The disfavored think you can't control your horde, and that many are defecting back to the Vendrian Guard. That's the name of the guard. You know what? Let's fucking the disfavored think you can't control your horde. Wrong, and perhaps. He gestures with his spear in an arc toward the sprawling camp. It is no mean feat to herd this many desperate lives. For every 2 hands of humanity, there is at least 1 finger that snaps from the stress of our ways. A few have been lost on the margins, I won't deny that, but if you store grain, expect some rat feces. If you lead killers, expect some desertion. So you need help taking out these oathbreakers. Yeah, let's hit him with this. I'm hurt. Insult my manners or maturity, but don't insinuate that I sit idle when there's blood to be shed. The Crimson Spear claps his fist together. We have dealt with countless oathbreakers, but one group remains at large despite our best efforts. Captain Pellox's crew consistently evades or kills our own gangs. So you need help taking out these oathbreakers. And while a good old-fashioned slaughter would be an efficient solution, the smarter answer is not to kill them, but to add their strength to ours. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Varia Kell. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. I will speak with the prisoner. Why not just ask the Archon of Secrets? I thought he could interrogate anything. I don't belong to Archon Narat. What's my help worth? Are a few more conscripts going to change anything at this point? Seems wiser to just kill them. I have no time for this. What do we do? Do we speak with the prisoner? Yeah, see, I'm kind of liking giving these guys a bit of grief, to tell you the truth. Why not just ask the Archon of Secrets? I thought he could interrogate anything. Gained wrath with the Scarlet Chorus. Nice. An unintelligible mutter escapes from under Fifth Eye's mask as his posture stiffens. I do not tell the voices of Narat what to do, nor do I question his motives. The Archon is busy plotting the efficient destruction of these Oathbreakers and is not to be disturbed. I've known the Archon to demand personal interrogations, but it's only ever been with leaders, mages, or others of great merit. I often imagined the interrogation process is not to be taken lightly. Perhaps it's downright exhausting for Narat. Fine, I will speak with the prisoner. I will meet you there. She is waiting by the other prisoners. Wow, that's a real insight. Right. What's this? Scroll sits here. 32 law requirement not met. Okay. Let's pick up a bronze hammer and some leather armor. Snigler. Upon noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his posture and smiles. What an honor. The name Snigler Dagos, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire. I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kairos' forces supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. Let me see your wares. He winces a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Peaks. Well, let's just get rid of a bunch of stuff. Okay, so a little bit extra armor, bit of pierce and frost, less deflection, less disengagement chance. What's we got here? Hammer. So this is all round pretty good. So maybe we'll keep that and equip it. Oh, we've already got a bronze hammer. Okay, no, we've already got a bronze hammer. And the rest of this stuff doesn't mean too much to me at the moment. Let's trade. That's cool. What do we got here? We got the prisoner's tent, I'm guessing. These threadbare tents show signs of hard use and long-term exposure to the elements. Okay, yeah, cool. Well, what do we got up here? Up the back here. Okay. Baz, well, look who we have here. Chewing on some manner of cud, a heavy-set soldier flings spittle and crumbs as he talks. The faint binder finally shows himself. I'm Reg, the second soldier chimes in, and this is Baz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The fifth eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Baz knits her fingers together, joints cracking as she smiles. Reg clears his throat loudly, scowling at Baz. Something like that. If you have any questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who will give you answers, or even a smile. Alright. Farewell then. We've got something locked over here. What do we got? The stench of piss and fecal matter emanate from this tent. Alright. Lovely. Okay. Tearsman spine bow. Let's take it. Water. Alright. Can we get through here? I do love exploring. Take the water and that. Can't do that. Alright. So back out over here then. There we go. What's this? Rot spear. Okay. Camping supplies. Nice. Healing potions. Alright, got too many camping supplies already. Most of these provisions are withered with rot. Bent bronze sword. Battle plans are scribbled over a blood-stained map of the tiers. Arrows point towards the inner ring of the Vendrian's Well Valley, and small circles are drawn around the citadel. This barrel is full of murky red water. Severed limbs bob under the greasy soup skin. Fucking how delicious. These arrows are splintered. Their fletching mottled. They were likely pulled from corpses. Beautiful. What's this guy have to say for himself? Hail, fate binder of Tunon. The disfavored officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in his stiff but warm greeting. Were I a betting or superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favour me today. I am not. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now, what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. Have anything you'd like to report, soldier, or maybe notice something unusual during your time here? Why you're stationed at the chorus? You act like it's a punishment. Our lives are at risk. Have anything to report? He cants his head to one side, taken aback. What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast. But no, the screamers must seem mostly in order, sir. I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. Still as the post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Of course, even if I was, it'd be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit, Sty. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even leap me in enough for me to do my detail, and it's not for lack of trying on my part. What do you mean? In favour with the Scarlet, lost favour with the Scarlet Chorus, okay. I'm not sure, I'm not just here to keep a steady eye on the oathbreakers, who they give far too much freedom after conscripting. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem and request a stock of troops from Iron Marshal Aranois for reinforcements if needed, but they won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside the brethren I could request. Okay. Farewell. Don't want to talk anymore. Alright. These must be our prisoners. Filthy mongrels. The fifth eye commander of the local Scarlet Chorus surveys his camp, watching you in stillness in all manner of violence and revelry occur around him. He offers a slight nod at your approach. Was there anything else? No. Let's talk to her. Raquel, please, someone. I wish to bow before the voices in the rut. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she has been forced to stand for days. This one, he flippantly waves at the prisoner, was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing. The prisoner turns pale a moment before a look of determination comes over her face. That I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcomed into the chorus as a captain, then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. Tell me what you know and I can see you to your release. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live, and you don't need to be the Archon of premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. She blinks several times, catching her breath. Kairos is the new strength of the tears, and I would rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. Fair enough. Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. Raya's eyes fall to the ground as she swallows nervously. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow onto myself. Have you not felt passion for a foolish cause? One you later came to regret? Well, my surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices in the rat to prove it. Tell me what you know, and I can see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pelox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at skewered and smouldering corpses around her. She tugs at her restraints, but to no avail. Athletics 20. Raise your voice. Start talking now. Subterfuge 30. You're lying. Why don't you tell me what you actually know, and I'll see about saving you. Subterfuge 30. You gain 13 subterfuge skill. Nice. Well, you see, shaken by your demand, her lips will move wordlessly for several seconds. So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you, she shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall, dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the literate one in our crew. He had the orders. With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yank the boot of the fallen guardsman. A roll of parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into the fifth eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. It's nonsense, just a mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wench for wasting our time. He snaps his fingers at nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. Remain silent, or I heard her say she'd swear fealty to the voices in a rat. An initiation rite would be in order. This is a tough one. You know what? Remain silent. Make the cut shallow. Give her time to regret toying with me. The Scarlet Fury slices open Barai's neck, pinned to her final resting post. The Vendrian Guard soldier thrashes and flails for several long moments before bowing her head in death. Brutal. We're now closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position. Not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers and she gave us was garbage. Was gibberish, sorry. Voices come from another prisoner. No, the voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Variah. An older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on the sages of the School of Ink and Quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Who are you? Showing the parchment. Can you read this? Read the parchment for yourself. Showing the parchment. Can you read this? You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence. I like that. A few hours, either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Can't hurt to give him a few hours. Your life depends on translating this scroll now. Another useless. Your life depends on translating this scroll now. Another useless prisoner. Dispose of him. The old man's eyes light up as he yells with strained vigor. A trial? The fifth eye's posture straightens and notes of pleasure ring in his voice. I was thinking the exact same thing. Never leave to debate what could be settled by strength. Fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to live. Release the prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. We need the prisoner alive. This is a terrible idea. He obviously has useful information, yet you're willing to let him die for sport. As a fate binder, it is not my place to tell the chorus how to conduct trials in their own land. Yeah, let's do this one. As a fate binder, it is not my place to tell the chorus how to conduct trials on their own land. Servant of justice that knows their proper place, such a rarity amongst Tunon's lord dogs. This trial may be a terrible idea. It's making me wonder why this guy is voiced and why the others aren't. Like maybe if you chose to take him into your custody, he becomes a member of your group. Uh, this really isn't my problem. Let the old man defend himself. The old man looks at you, eyes filled with dread as he tugs at his restraints to no avail. Oh, calm down, old man. I didn't realize you had such valuable information in your mind. This changes everything. He whistles loudly, gesturing two soldiers toward Lantry. Take this withered old sage to the voices in a rat. He has much to tell the Archon. Scarlet Chorus warriors pull the sage from his post and grab the old man from either side, lifting him off the ground as they carry him towards the Voices in the Rat's tent. So yeah, it does seem that no matter what you did there, he was always going to survive. Several hours pass, and at last an attendant emerges from the Voices in the Rat's war tent, parchment held in hand. Bound before the crimson spear, the aide hands Fifth Eye the scroll before backing away slowly, his posture remaining bowed until he is out of sight. The orders have been deciphered. We know that Captain Pelox, Florian, and his warriors are hiding near Tripnettle Wilderness. We ask that you go there now and try to take the captain alive. His men would draw bronze at the first sight of the chorus gang, but they will not be so quick to attack. But should they attack you anyway, chorus reinforcements will not be far behind, and they will happily join in any bloodshed you initiate. But again, take Florian alive. Alright. Win Lantry's freedom from the Scarlet Chorus. What's that? Okay. A sage by the name of Lantry claims that he knows to decipher the Vendrian Guard's message that you acquired from the dead prisoner. Convince the Scarlet Chorus to release him to gain his assistance. Okay. Interrogate Briar. Okay, so that's all bits that have already happened. Okay. Oh, where is I couldn't get that, could I? No. The law was not met. Alright. What's all this? Okay, there's another piece there. Alright, well I suppose that's the end of that, isn't it? Let's see about moving on. Yep, Trip Nettle Wilderness. And its title from a preponderance of thick, stinging nettles through expanding settlers aggressively cleared the. Though expanding settlers aggressively cleared the plant, the name persisted. Trip nettle is but one of several expansive forests in the valley, easily capable of obscuring rebel movements and operations. You determined that the Vendrian Guard have operated in this area, making a prime location to secure. Yeah, alright, let's go there first then. The day is dawning. Alright. Fake limp. Reinforcements, finally, come this way. We need to. The chorus warrior pumps his tattooed arm in salute. Midway through the gesture, a look of confusion draws across his painted face. Sister Verse, what did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man before he shudders, placing a hand over his mouth. At once alert of the need to remain quiet, his voice drops to a harsh whisper. The Fifth Eye has a sense of humour sending you. Verse returns a cold glare, but says nothing. I'm here to round up the Vendrian Guard. Oh yeah? Come to steal my quarry? He lets out a muffled chuckle through a half set of teeth. Who am I fooling? We met our match 2 days ago and ain't in any shape to tussle again. Much as I'd love the bragging rights of claiming some scalps, my gang needs to rest before we pick another fight. The camp is just yonder, he points to the northeast, and we've kept an eye on them for the last couple of days. Some of them left a few hours ago, looking for food, maybe out on patrol, but they haven't returned yet. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. Leave the oathbreakers to me. My gang and I will lurk nearby. When you make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. Don't worry, I'll let the others know you did the heavy lifting. I'll cheat at battle, but not with my reputation. Fair point. Oh, here we got something over here. Nice. Oh, we got something here too. Must say it's a pretty looking game. It's I like the art style and such.
Will do.
Yeah, let's just team up on this guy. Now we can. I gotta remember how to do all this. Here we go. Skewer. Skewer, and now you striking iron, and you what do we got? Oh yeah, okay. So these are things that you can do with the others. Okay, cool. Slice.
You got
Shit. Okay, maybe I'm shit. Uh, what do we got here? Clash of Iron. Striking Iron. Oh, it seemed a decent hit. Who's saying that it's useless? Um, all right. Obviously, I've got something to learn about fighting in this game. That's for sure. Um, Barrack and the Fatebinder both bang on their shields and armor, harassing an enemy. The target is compelled to attack Barrack for a short time, while the Fatebinder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard. The foe loses all ability to parry and dodge until they recover their senses. Alright. I'm about to die. Alright, so, how do we do the lesser healing potion? Okay, cool. That's brutal. Okay. Now, Rust. And you, strike iron.
right.
Cool. Now you slice. Alright, cool. So that just happened. Alright. Now I need to learn to stuff of boreal forest. Frost, okay. I need to learn how to pause the battle first, or to pause first and send the guys in the correct order, it seems. All right, so yeah, because if we send old mate in, you go and attack, then verse, she can burning arrow this one, and then my bloke can try and pierce this guy. Alright. Nice, she's on fire. Alright. So now if we coordinate reverse to knock your target prone, then follow up with a strong bleeding attack. Okay. Concealing shadows. Once per encounter. So create a cloud of obscuring shadows and dust for a short duration. Enemies that use physical attacks against you have a significantly increased chance to miss. Alright, let's do that. And then let's try and knock this guy around and fuck him up. And then verse no, she's still. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was pretty fancy of him. Alright, you shoot her again, and you let's yeah, just fucking on. Why don't you thrust? Okay, how about we come on, just take him down. You take a potion. Finish that off. Cool. Vendrian Guard, heavy bronze armor. More armor, less deflection. My guard's bronze falx. Let's just take all for now. Okay. Our guys are healing up. Character has leveled up. So let's get some extra accuracy. Why not? Active effects, edict of execution. Okay. And then let's go hobbled prey. Verse pins the target's feet with an arrow, hobbling them so they move more slowly. Launch an arrow drenched in oil and covered in flames. Sets foes on fire for much longer than burning iron. Replaces burning iron. Okay. Attacks made with bows again gain armor penetration. While only wearing light armor, gain a dodge bonus. You know what? Let's get some more. Flamor. El Flamor. Alright. Yeah, so that's the next one there. Cool. Biography. Oh geez, there's a fucking lot to this game, isn't there? Alright. Cool. Trap detected. Cool. Trap disarmed. Let's do a wide sweep before we just go rushing in. Only fools rush in, they say. Alright, cool. Well, nothing to it but to do it. Alright, so we're just going to talk to this lad. The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. Falx in hand and ready for battle, the Vendrian Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Pelox Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. Surrender now and I can protect the lives of your warriors. I left my nicest blue flag back at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. Surrender now and I can protect the lives of your warriors. Surrender? To you and what army? We have you outnumbered. You're the one who should be interested in avoiding a fight. The chorus knows I'm here. More will follow. Surrender now. Subterfuge. Lie. If you surrender, they will take you to see the voices in a rat. A poisoned blade could be tucked in your boot. If you surrender, I can assure your crew's safety. Can I appeal to your good nature? Run now and I'll tell the others you died. Lie. If you surrender, they will take you to see the voices in a rat. What are you? Verse stops herself and raises an eyebrow. After a quick read of your face, she shrugs and returns her attention to the soldier, this time wearing a deadpan stare. Aren't you a traitorous little shit? That's his sentence trails off as he looks out at the faces of his men. That's an interesting trade. My crew lives and I get a shot at killing the Archon. Fuck, I'd probably never get that close to him on the battlefield. Vendrian Guard captain inhales deeply, taking a quick survey of his soldiers as he exhales slowly. I will do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. Surrender and the rest of your crew may leave. It's your lucky day. I'm in a merciful mood. I'll let all of you leave. Go now before I reconsider. Nah. Surrender and the rest of your crew may leave. You hear that? Go on and tell the crew back home that I'll return soon. And if not, the captain turns his gaze towards you. Well, if that happens, I trust you will avenge me. But if this fate finder speaks true, I'll be back soon. I'll even bring back a souvenir, the severed head of the voices of Narat. Nothing personal, but I can't come back empty-handed. That said, I only need you. The rest are free to go. Say your farewells, you're coming with me. I'm feeling charitable. Make a run for it. No. Say your farewells, you're coming with me. You gain favour with Vendrian Guard. Each warrior in turn approaches Florian, embraces and readies to depart with a silent nod. When the warriors have said their goodbyes, they hoist their rucksacks and depart. Insects flutter around, okay, rotten vegetables and such. Let's get after him. Here we go. Oh crap, sorry guys, I've just realised that I've had the bloody speakers off this whole time. That's such a screw up. Sorry about that, guys. Ah, well, that's one to learn for next time. Okay. Striding into camp at the tail end of a sprint, the Scarlet Chorus warrior begins to speak but stumbles forward, bracing himself short of collapse as he catches his breath. More on the way, his words roll out between laboured breaths. Patrol from this morning, coming back. Gain favour with the Scarlet Chorus. Well, look at that, he smiles an exhausted grin through his heavy breathing. The captain is in one piece, just as requested. The voices will be pleased. The captain looks down at his feet. A slow smile creeps over his face. You haven't won just yet. Second patrol should be returning right about now. If you tackle the incoming patrol, my gang and I will make sure this oathbreaker sees the voices in the rap. The warrior salutes you with a wicked smile. Good hunting with you, Binder. The Archon of Secrets will be most pleased. Oh, buddy. Sorry guys, I just got to pause because my dog's right here next to me, making some faces. I'm back. Dog's got a treat. Everything's all good. Okay, so let's get to it. Alright. By the way, since we're on the topic of sound, with me messing up so badly, please feel free to put a comment in on the video letting me know if something's too loud or something's too quiet, my voice or the game sounds or whatever, because yeah, I would really appreciate the feedback. Alright, let's get into it. So you straight up, you attack, you do some burny, and you get a heart shot in as well.
Will do. Send him at me!
Now let's let us both let's do this iron tolling on this one.
Unstoppable!
And let's get a slice in. Alright, I'm getting this, so let's do a little bit of
Come and face my iron!
Yeah, Wicked got to level up, that's always handy, because I'm getting smacked so much. You burn this one, you heart shot this one.
I don't think so.
Burn, and then heart
Not a
shot.
problem, boss.
Take that!
No, that burn didn't take. Okay. You
Armor
heal.
is dented. Let me repair it.
Eric. She's a mocking invitation. Okay, no, we don't want to do that because you're about to go down.
Someone staunch my bleeding.
Cool.
Archon, lend me your
Oh,
strength.
nice. Good work, man. He took that one out at least before he went down. That's good. Alright. Eliminate the Vendrian Guard reinforcements. Yeah, I did that. That's cool. Okay, so we got a level up. Let's what do we do here? Do we just go with might? Quickness? Yeah, maybe quickness. Wits, accuracy. Accuracy. Let's just get a little bit of might going. It's seldom a bad thing, isn't it? Alright, magic. Grants a bonus to law skill. Adds a spell breached affliction to thrust attacks. Also grants a bonus to magic skills for a short time after using thrust. Charge to strike. Charge up your magic staff and release a powerful burst of energy that explodes. Oh well, I don't use magic staffs. Staves. Staggering force. Shield slam. Shield mastery. Causes thrust to interrupt the target, delaying their next attack. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Let's just go over into this, further back over into this back corner and check that out, and then we can leave, I reckon.
Spotted something.
Here we go. Bit of raw meat. Okay, that's just a pond. Alright, no worries. Let's get out of here. We got to go back through the camp anyway, so we might as well go to the camp. Yes. Alright. Gotten a little bit more used to combat, which is good. Let's see, Fifth Eye. Suppose his camp watching in stillness is all manner of violence. Yeah, okay, so he's got nothing else to tell me. Alright, farewell. Where's our filthy mongrels? Small marks have been painted under this corpse, making certain body parts as more difficult targets. Okay. Siren. Who is Siren? Young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress cresting her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Greetings, worm.
Her voice takes you off guard. It is bare of any infliction and yet full of beautiful music. If you didn't know better, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal tone. You look familiar. Have we met? Siren is the Archon of Song and the youngest Archon sent to conquer the Tears. Young and inexperienced, Siren is sworn to the voices of Narat, who uses her powers of charm and manipulation to swell the ranks. Okay. You dare to address Tunon's faint binder that way?
I do, and with great pleasure. There is nothing in Tunon's exhausting law that precludes me from disrespecting his menial servants. Nothing at all. It is you who dares, vile one. It is you who speaks out of turn.
Her eyes flash.
You address Siren, the Archon of Song. While the Archons of War and Secrets bicker like a pair of scorpions, I stand aside and watch with glee as they poison each other.
Becco?
And you are Tunon's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Cairo send you to shame Ash and Narat into action? Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back. If only to distract him from his problem.
She purses her lips in thought.
But Narat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
What are you suggesting about Narat? What problem does Ash have? And what makes you an expert in such delicate matters? Stand aside and watch with glee. Looks more like you've been tossed aside.
Absolutely fascinating. Do you always resort to taunts or name-calling when presented with a threat to your authority? Do you feel powerful and in charge now? I'm 15. What's your excuse?
He waves her hand, brushing away the conversation.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Siren. Siren's mouth opens at a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
Law 40. Okay. You discover that Siren's helmet is locked behind her head with a complicated mechanism. You want nothing more than to bash the lock apart and free the Archon, satisfying her command. Before you can make the attempt, one of Siren's guard places her hands on yours and shakes her head. She points to a wad of cotton sticking in her ear. The distraction shakes you from your stupor. You feel dizzy and sniff back a trickle of blood from your nose.
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose. though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile. I wonder what would happen if you had law of 40.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
Try to get inside my head like that again, little worm, and you'll regret it. Not as powerful as you imagine yourself to be, are you? You will answer some questions for me first.
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time my voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes. And you want nothing more than to make hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying song. Alright, well, let's fucking see what our law's at. Law is only 30, okay. So you need law of 40 to be able to overcome her. Alright.
You there! The one in the tin barrel. Remove my helmet.
You address me, lady? Finer craftsmanship I have never seen. You wish the helmet removed?
Athletics restrain Barrack. 62 athletic skill experience. You forcibly grab a hold of Barrack by his shoulder plates and restrain him from moving any closer. The giant man looks ready to protest and then regards you with a sudden clarity.
Thank you. I don't know what came over me. Archon, with all due respect, we will keep our distance from each other. I would not engage with you again, accompanied or no.
Once again, the worm dares to defy the songbird. Don't worry, little worm. One day the bird will get her prey. Be gone, worm.
Right.
Nice. Alright. And I still can't read this. No. Cool. So how do we go about using camping supplies? I mean, my guys aren't too fucked up. So yeah, maybe we just yeah, what do we got here? Speak with Verse.
Something on your mind, Fatebinder?
Verse rubs the bridge of her nose as you approach. She takes a deep breath and mutters a curse under her breath.
What do you need?
Are you a spy for the vote? No. Tell me something about yourself. What are your thoughts on the disfavored? What do you think of those who defy? No. You learned a thing or two about fighting in the Scarlet Chorus. Care to duel?
That would be an understatement, and I thought you'd never ask. Since you're obviously at a huge disadvantage, I'll let you pick our weapon of choice.
How about... no, let's try dual-wielding knives.
Exotic. Good choice. I'll leave you to guess which one is my dominant hand.
Gain 5 dual-wield skill ranks. Burst slashes and parries with unrestrained ferocity. At times, it becomes difficult to follow her movements. After taking more than a few cuts, you learn to relax your eyes and better follow the subtle motion of her dance.
You held your own. Call me impressed. Need anything else, or did I tire you out?
We'll talk again later. Alright, let's talk to old mate, Barrack. Barrack turns to face you, nodding silently. A short sigh escapes as he waits for you to speak.
What can I do for you?
You seem like more than a capable fighter. I trained with a spear and shield in my youth, but it gave it up the day I earned disfavored iron. I can still throw with some accuracy, but it's challenging these days. He knocks twice on his helmet. Why were you interested in a sparring session? Show me a northerner would impale a wild boar. I heard rumor that Ash has an unbeatable sword fighting technique. Yeah. Show me how a northerner would impale a boar. Insufficient reputation. Take no offense from this, but I would prefer to keep my fighting techniques private for the time being. They are as personal to me as my family secrets. Okay. Farewell. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to stop the episode. let's give it a saveroo. And say thank you very much for joining me today. I apologise for not having the game audio on for most of the video, but that's a good learning lesson or a good learning opportunity. So thank you very much for coming along. I hope everyone's having a good day and or night. Please like the video if you feel up to it or if you feel like doing it, and consider subscribing if you'd like to keep up with my content. Other than that, have a great day. Never stop loving life.